She gets a good immune system now. It's much better.
I got the perfect spot.
Can you guys hear me? You can. I can shout. Sorry. So basically, we are gathered today to celebrate Wendy, an extraordinary person. As far as I am concerned, she's embarking on the new chapter of the life. So I knew Wendy, or I know Wendy for around 11 years now, and she's working with me for around, I believe, 7 years, right? 6, 7 years.
Start from
18 or 19.
17.
17, I forgot. So okay. So one of the key things is like two things. Like obviously she did really good when Power School came in, and before that she was the cornerstone of SARS with Wisla, right? And after that, when everything changed, the whole world changed, I will say that she stepped up and brought in Power School, understood the system side, essentially showing that extreme dedication, right? Like, you know, it was a big challenge. She was always all the way through. And the best part of Wendy, in my opinion and observation, is you can always count on her. She never ever, I can remember when she expressed frustrations. We went through many ups and downs. We went through many, how can I tell you, many stressful situations, right? But each time she did her best, kept her calm, and there are n number of examples where she really stepped up. Essentially, she is very trustworthy, she is very hardworking, and she cares, right? So I would like to recognize that without going into a deeper dive, right? This is not necessarily a lecture session, so I'll keep it short. But I wish Wendy really well. I mean, with your next endeavor of your life, and we will be here. With that, I will hand it over to Bev because they have some points to tell. So Bev.
Maybe we should have compared notes here, but we got some of the same things kind of to say. So I've worked with Wendy for almost 24 years, and I started thinking back, and I thought, okay, well, it's been almost 24 years, but when did I really start working with Wendy? So I really started working with her when SIRS switched over to a SQL Server database. That's when I started to get to know Wendy, and it was Dan and I were the DBAs, and we had Wendy and Wisla manning the application there. And so, for those of you who don't know, Wendy knew SIRS inside and out, and that was a student information system prior to Power School. So she was our contact for the SIRS database upgrades, for storage requirements and performance issues. And so her along with Wisla, we had Wendy on 24/7 email reading. Like, that's how we worked back then. We didn't call each other, we'd send an email, we'd go cross our fingers and hope we'd get a response and be like, Wendy's reading her email. Yes, okay, we have a problem, Wendy. We have a storage issue, CPU's through the roof, whatever's going on, right? So Wendy was always there, her and Wisla, and it was great. So anyways, when Power School came along, then Wendy rolled up her sleeves and she learned Power School inside and out. She took all the training, she got her district certification, that was back in 2017, and then once again we relied on her for another SIS system. And back then, if for those of you who've been around a while, you'll know that bringing in a new system was never easy. We had, more schools, more students, more parents, more staff than any other school board. And we'd say to our vendors, we'd go like, no, like, we're really big. Like, thank you for your new system, but this is gonna be challenging. And they would say, oh, we have big clients, but no, it was never easy. We went through all kinds of things to get the systems up and running. And, you know, Power School runs really well today, but in those first few years, there was a lot of taming of that beast and getting it to run well. And Wendy was there for all of that, and Danny and Paul, and you know, it was a lot of work back then. So I also remember that you know, Wendy was always there for the performance issues, and there was this one time with SIRS that you know, I'd just become the manager at AS, and I had this issue to deal with, and SIRS wasn't performing, and I needed Wendy to replicate the issue. And I said, Wendy, you have to replicate the issue. If you can't replicate this issue, then we can't take it back to our infrastructure team and to the vendor and get them to help us, right? So, you know, we saw I was on vacation. So, you know, I was looking at Wendy and I was going, Wendy, you got to do this for me, right? And she was a little concerned. She was like, you know, I don't know, Val, like, you know, I'm not too sure, but, you know, she took to the CIS training room and she got some of the CIS ladies together, and they might be here today that she pulled in there. And, you know, they went in there and they replicated the issue. And it was great, because now we could, you know, work on the infrastructure of the application and get it to run without the issue, and then problem would be solved. And I just remember being so happy, and I was like, Wendy, how did you manage to do that? And she said to me, she said, well, first of all, I told the ladies to come into work tomorrow with their running shoes. That's how we solved the load test. We did load testing back then. We had a big room, lots of computers, many hands. Put your running shoes on and do the work of the business as fast as you can. And they did, and they replicated the issue, and then we worked on it. Thanks for that. So a few words to describe our Wendy. She's hardworking, she's dedicated, she's always available, and she's a true team player. No matter what the application services activity, Wendy is always a keen participant. So although outside of AS she comes across as a little quiet and kind of shy, within our team events, she's always readily eager. And she's always been someone we can count on. For school within a school, reorgs with area offices, and all kinds of other fun stuff that had to happen really quickly. And speaking of fun, I gotta mention Fun Wendy, because Fun Wendy has awesome fashion sense. She always looks amazing, and she's always got flamboyant jackets on, and she comes cruising down the street walking to work, and she looks amazing. Her hair, you know, whether it's short and bouncy or long and put up and big, but she just looks great. And then once a year, she shows up with some incredible Halloween costume, with fake blood dripping down her chin and outside of her eye, from her eyeballs. You know, it's like, oh, she looks amazing on Halloween too. So basically, she's going to be really hard to replace Boots at. So I think you're going to have to add those traits to the job description. Wendy, I know change is hard and moving on is really tough, but you're a strong lady, and I know that you're going to be good at everything you focus on in your future. And I know we all wish you a lot of happiness moving forward. So take care of yourself, as you've had a long career, and you certainly earned this new chapter in your life. And I wish I had champagne, because this is where we toast to Wendy Wang.
So, Wendy, on behalf of the whole department and the technical director,
told Martin, I don't want party, I don't want to see everybody here, because I'm not sure I can hold on here. I will cry from beginning to the end. I really don't trust myself. I can finish my speech, but just whatever is me. I'm standing here with like mixed feeling. I don't know what it's about. I'm shaking right now. It's like I joined the CBITS 25 years ago with my friend Damasuda, François, Lorelai. Four of us, we're still here, 25 years. when we were in the same office, we had lots of fun at the beginning. It was just when they were so young, they did not even get married. I'm the oldest one. We had lots of fun. I'm working for like a student information system, like from the first day until now, from search to power school, and then like, because the system is like core of the CBE business, right? I got a chance to work with almost everyone of you here. I had some point I have to have some work, need your help, and I got the help from DCO a lot. That's Danny, Paul, Ming, and Abdul. They helped me a lot. And with the server, with the patching, with the certificate renewal, with all kinds of troubleshooting, right? And even the server clone, whenever we do backup, we need server upgrade, we need that's DCO. DCO, those guys like extension to my team, my hand. Thank you so much. And I have like a DBA team. DBA team, especially for the power school, they help me like almost doing everything right now. Before my departure, I just give all my tasks to them, and special thank you for Dan, for Hope and the team. They really help with power schools running today. And also we have like a security team. Security team, they help us with the firewall role, with the troubleshooting, with lots of the especially during the cybersecurity issues, and they come from the help. I have Ablesh, I have Sharon, I have April. They help me tremendous many times. And I also have network team. I have where's Leo? Leo, Tom, and Ryan, and so this like before I have Kevin Lin, right? They help me from like for the power school load balancer, there's all the network traffic monitor and everything. That's help me tremendously. We also have admin team like Saeed, Amanda, and Lynn. They help me with the HR information and the staff automation account. And the student automation process, they load in the information to Power School daily, every day. So whenever there's something issue there, I need their help. They did help me many times, save my life there. And I also have like a Power School. From search to Power School, the big improvement is like we got lots of room to do customization ourselves. We also have ability to connect to PASI directly and syncing the data. Many people ask me, what is PASI? What is PASI? They will know what's a Power School. The Power School is like gathering, collecting, storing, managing student information at CB level. PASI is like storing, managing student information at provincial level. So that's easy to understand, right? That's the difference between two. We always need the student. The student register in CBE, they have still CBE student number. They also need provincial number. So that's why we always have to, like right now the synchronization is almost real time. It's like at the moment we always have passing issue, passing the thinking not working or something. That's why I come to psych-help, something that work, come to BCO and figure out what's going on there. It's just the work. And also we have a lot of room to do the customization. So let Power School fit more CBE needs. And then when we come to all our senior developers, they are really good ones. We have help from Barry, from Avera, and from Alan, where's Alan? From Alan, and we have Vera, and we have Spashi, we have Hassan Ablash, and they did all good job just to make Power School look like today. So the schools understand that the CBE Power School is now something else Power School that's CBE. So it's all the job they did. And we have lots of yearly job like milestone ones have to upgrade the Power School at least once a year. then at the beginning we were struggling. Finally we got our QA, Ranjini. She did a good job and helped us contact to the user and did testing. And also we have my help, Yogesh. Yogesh almost like, I think he's the number one, create the most change requests in application support. There's so many things need to do, right? That's like introduce the Power School. We have like enrich all the system like together, and then so we have full package. Right now we have online registration and we have school engaged. There's Joyce and Yogesh. They have from the beginning, right, for this project. We also have Classy. The Classy is like a digitally store student information. It's a link to Classy, and I think our record management also have system, right? And so, and we also integrate like fee to record, transportation. We have a school messenger. We have everything. So, some can say we have 30 something, right?
30 plus.
30 plus this application linked to Power School. So I'm so proud of what I did this year. I'm like, basically I'm sitting in the center, right? Holding that information and feeding lots of system. And everybody, they have issue this time. Wendy, can you see this? What's wrong with this student? So I can go back and the student missing this, missing that, why it's not one to other system, right? We really like a school messenger. We sending information, student attendance information to school messenger every 15 minutes, every school day. So that's a job. Keep running. That's like without your help, without IT, I'm not sure whether we can do it. At the end, I'm just thank you for the management. Thank you for Jasmine. Thank you, Five, Shahid, and Derek, and those what's up, Frank. I started working with Frank more and more because he helped me more, and with Ryan, and there's François and Dexter. I must be miss somebody. Sorry about this. I try my hard. Oh. Dave. They help us with that school conference a lot, right? Because move everything to the cloud. Thank you very much. Thank you. And your trust, like for so many years, that means a lot to me. Thank you.
If anyone else wants to,
I still forgot our user group. I forgot thank you for our user group. Sam's team, all ladies here, and they help me like to understand Power School, how school use Power School, what teacher need, what they really want, how they see the data there. I learned a lot from them. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
all right, so It's open for anyone else want to say something.
I think the fact that she just went through every section and all the systems and how they integrate is proof of her value.
You're tired.
Yes, we still have SharePoint team and the Oracle team. So we have little connection, but we still connect. Right? Every time we try to open a new school at the beginning of the school year, I need to work with Amanda, with the Oracle team. We need to find out what's the school code we should use, what's the building code, what's the Oracle code. We have to make sure they are aligned so that we can open a new school, right? So that's the thing, right? And for SharePoint, they maintain the school website. So the school website, the basic information is like this school open from which grade to which grade. I have lots of discussion with the new job. They're confusing, right? Because we really showing that from 4 to 6, but actually they have the grade 7 student there. Why? the power school things, right? And we still have contact and we still work together.
Cool.
So I agree with 100%, 150% what Bev said, except everyone before about really huge work which Wendy done over 25 years. But I just want to give her a sneak peek to the future. It was nothing. Now it's your real problem start to do whatever you want. That's the difficult part. Yeah.
More Halloween.
Yeah, actually I won the best costume for a year. Best Halloween costume. I still have that trophy from dollar store, I think.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Any future plans you would like to share with us?
Yeah, that's the main concern for me right now. I need to go back to China immediately because my parents are in hospital waiting for me. That's the main reason I have to go. This just didn't make much choice for me.
So is your knowledge on transfer?
Thank you very much for your service. I guess it's so instrumental to have you at your retirement function spending most of the time thanking everybody else. and I think it's a testament to who you are and the kind of commitment and that you have shown over the 25 years. The other part that struck me as I listened to you is, as Dan or somebody was saying there, I don't think we could let you go. Because I don't think anybody else in this room could write the story of how everything is connected that you just went through. So I'm sorry we're taking back your arm. Right, so we'll have cake and whatnot, but other than that, we need to see you after. But again, I guess I want to tell you all a little story about Wendy outside of work. You know, like when I think this was in the early days when I started at CBE, I had taken my son out to what's that thing by the university there?
Stadium.
No, not Macmillan. It's like I think it was called VRO or something like that or whatever. And so you know I'm there trying to keep tabs on this little guy and then I see Wendy all dressed and whatnot. And I was like, Wendy. So like that reminded me when Bev was talking earlier. And it's only then I realized from talking to Wendy that she dances. And so, you know, I hope that would be something, as Weisler said, you get to do what you want to do now. And I hope that's something that you still enjoy and that you will continue to do. But having said that, I just want to again thank you immensely. You know, you deserve, as Bev said, you know, a good, healthy, long retirement time to do what you want to do. And I want you to know that we appreciate you here, everyone here in ITS. And as you'll see in your little book, you know, feel free to drop by anytime. This morning, I think Jag was here. I told him to go and find you.
Yeah.
And so I want you to know, and all our folks know, that you're always welcome to drop by. Thank you again very much.
I was so nervous, I couldn't sleep last night. I was worried about if I cried, what to do. And so I have backup plan, so whatever I don't know what to say, I give to someone.
Get the cake going, dear.